How you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicole Concilio and welcome to the video. So today we are going to be doing another first impressions makeup tutorial. I personally love filming these. These are probably one of my favorite videos to film just because it gets me out of my comfort zone and trying new products. So I'm excited. I am also really excited because today's video is going to be sponsored by Scentbird. Scentbird is a fave of mine and has been a fave of mine for a really long time. And if you don't know what they are a monthly perfume subscription. So I'm going to show you guys how to use them. They have a bunch of different colored cases. They have like blue, silver. I have a bunch here for me and I'm really excited. We have a white one, we have a pink one, and finally another blue one. So we have some really cool colors here, and this is like really cutesy and girly to like travel with and stuff like that. So the way that this works is you twist it up and then you just spray like so. And I'm actually a big perfume junkie. I'm constantly buying new perfumes, and Scentbird allows you to like test over 450 different perfumes. And this is really good because you know what it's like before purchasing the full-size bottle. Like, you purchase a bottle and it's not good or doesn't work for you, then you're stuck with it. And the cool thing about this is that they're interchangeable, so you don't even need to get a new kind of case or component for it every month. It doesn't matter. And you get a pretty good size. And this is a Gucci one, and then it just rolls right on down. And if you are a true perfume junkie like myself, you can upgrade your account to get 2 or 3 new perfume vials a month. Okay. And I also really like it because they have really top-notch designers, and I am a designer girl when it comes to perfumes. I really like my YSLs, I really like my Gucci's, my Tom Fords. So this is perfect for someone like me. I honestly go through perfumes a lot and I like to try out different scents. So if you are someone like that, then you should definitely check out Scentbird. I really like them, and I've been using them for a really long time now. And to me, perfume is kind of like an invisible accessory, if you will. Like, I'm not the kind of girl that accessorizes and layers necklaces. I'm very simple, plain Jane when it comes to that. So I feel like my next best accessory is my perfume, if you know what I'm saying. And it's only $15 a month, which is amazing because, you know, a full size can cost you well over hundreds of dollars. So I will link everything down below in the description box if you guys are interested in Scentbird. And yeah, thank you to Scentbird, and thank you to you guys for allowing me to do sponsored videos and for supporting me. It's opportunities like this that really mean a lot to me. So thank you guys. All right, guys, so let's get into our video. Let's try out some new makeup. So first, what I'm gonna do is moisturize because my skin is very dry. And also, you guys, if I look a little squinty on camera or if I look like I'm in pain, it's because I honestly haven't been sleeping very well at night. I'm just a nervous wreck, like worrying about Mo. And even though he's fine, I wake up like every 2 hours to make sure he's breathing still. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about it, but I've just been not sleeping very well at all. So I'm going to try the Murad Nutrient Charged Water Gel. Murad has been a fave of mine for a minute now, so I actually went out and bought this, and I wanted to test her out, see what she's working with here. I'm going to rub it in. Ooh, it's a nice thick cream. It's like thick, but not too thick. Also, don't worry, you guys. I still have a dry skin hacks video coming for you guys, so stay tuned for that. All right, so next I usually do my brows in my routine, but I'm going to add my little brow grower. This is the Brow Conditioning Primer from Benefit, and I swear this is what made my eyebrows come back to life and looking fleeky. This is not a new product, but I'm still going to add it because I always do this step in my routine. All right, guys, so for brows, I just got sent in the mail these new Morphe brow pencils, so I'm gonna try to find my color. Okay, for a second I couldn't find the colors and I was like, wait, what? This doesn't have colors on it? So the only thing, like, I don't know because they're named like actual names. They're not like light brown or medium brown. It's like cinnamon and bop and whatever else. So that's not gonna help me. So I am gonna put it on the back of my hand and let's see. This one will probably be good. We got hazelnuts. All right, this is definitely taking a minute, so hopefully the product is good and works because this is taking me a long ass time to figure out what my color is. So this is a Morphe brow pencil. We have the pencil on one end and the spoolie on the other, and I'm just going to brush my brow hairs. I usually like to brush them upwards, and same over here. And then hopefully this is a good brow match. If not, then I'll just change a different color. Oh yeah, this looks pretty good. And I'm just going to start applying. Wow, guys, this brow pencil is actually pretty pigmented. I'm barely even touching, like barely pressing rather. I'm getting a decent amount of payoff. I'm gonna start to fill in the brow. This is actually a really pretty color. I was a little bit nervous at first because I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to find a color. Ooh, okay, hunties. This looks really pretty. Kind of like a sparse brow, if you will. Not bad. I'm digging it so far. First impressions. Okay, you guys, not bad. I'm actually really digging this brow. I'm going to go ahead and do the other brow off camera and we'll be back. All right, so brows are looking good. First impressions, I do really like this brow pencil. It was really easy and creamy to work with. The shade I used is Latte. That's the only kind of like stinky part of the whole situation. It's just that it literally is names that I don't know. Like usually with brow shades, it's like light brown, auburn, blah, 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 blah. So this is not like that. So just be prepared for that. I am the shade Latte. I don't know if that'll help you guys, but that's what I am. And you can use my discount code. All right, so let's do eyes. I'm going to conceal my eyes, kind of get it prepped and ready for a eyeshadow. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-Hour Concealer in the shade Light Medium Beige. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend this all into the skin. And same on this side, y'all. And to set it, let's, what should we use to set? I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape powder and my Morphe trusty E48 brush. And I am just going to dust this on the lids, making sure our concealer is down and it's not like too creamy or anything. Because for me, I always really like to set any type of primer, concealer, whatever it be, on my lid because I feel like if I don't do that, my shadows get very, very, very like, they get like choppy and not easily blended. So for eyeshadow today, since a lot of you guys wanted me to still continue to use some of the Jaclyn Hill palettes, this is Armed and Gorgeous. This is the palette that's like more on the warm tone side, has a pop of green in there. So a lot of you guys still want me to use these palettes, so that's what I am going to do for y'all. And hopefully it'll work because I'm a little bit nervous. But let's go in with the shade Access right here. And I'm going to use that as a transition shade in the crease. And I'm just going to go back and forth, windshield wiper motions. And the same on the other eye. And of course, I'm going to build this up. I just like to go back and forth that way. It's a little bit easier for me. But I will say with these vaults, majority of the matte shades you are going to have to build up, just so you know. So once you go over it that second time, you can see there really is a big difference with the intensity of the color. So yeah, you're gonna have to go over with this palette. I mean, I don't know if that bothers you guys. I really genuinely have no idea what bothers people nowadays. I feel like everything bothers everyone, but I will say majority of these palettes are not beginner friendly just based off of the fact that you do have to spend a little bit of extra time blending and building up the transitions or the matte shades in general. Okay, hunties. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade, what should I do? I'm gonna go in with the shade Agent on my Morphe M4 Tree brush. And I am gonna go in the crease like so. Going back and forth. And doing the same thing over here. This actually really did open up the depth of my eye because I was getting a little bit nervous with the yellow, but this looks really pretty. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Secure in my Morphe M514 brush. This is a brand new brush. I usually always use this brush, but I'm finally opening up a new one, so happy day. And then I'm just going to go in even further in the crease, actually lower on the crease, if that makes sense, and define this even more. I would say these matte shades are the easiest to deal with out of her whole Vault collection. So if you are looking to get one, I would definitely recommend Armed and Gorgeous, the one I'm currently using, because it is pretty easy to work with compared to the other ones. And then I'm gonna take the shade Smooth Criminal and only focus that on the outer V, like literally just placing it right here. And I'm gonna have to blend that out like a bunch. And then doing the same thing on this side, just the outer V. And I'm doing like circular motions. Okay, so let's go in with the shade Coin right here, and I'm using my Morphe M224, and I'm actually gonna wet this with some Fix Plus, and I'm gonna start to pack it on the lid, and then I kind of want to do a smoked out wing liner. We'll see though, because I honestly haven't done one of those on my channel or on my face in years, so we'll see how it goes. This is a really pretty gold. And just applying over here. Like so. And then I'm going to take my Tarteist Double Take and use the kind of like pencil end. And I'm going to start to like fill in. I'm like very, very nervous because I haven't done this in a really long time. But I'm going to start to play around right here. Like so. And then I'm going to get a flat kind of brush, if I can find one. And I'm going to start to smoke it out like this. And because this pencil kind of dries very quickly, you do want to work very fast with it. Get that inner corner and kind of just keeping on buffing it like so. And I'm using I don't even know, like I'm trying to find a good brush, but I'm not finding the exact brush that I want. So I'm using this angled brush. This is an E11 from Morphe. And I'm just going in and kind of smoking this thing out. And then once we add our black eyeshadow on top of it, it's gonna really come together. And I'm just going in and like literally just smoking this whole thing out. Okay, and now like I don't know if it's hard for you guys to tell on camera and on the screen and everything, but for the most part this is pretty smoked out. But what I'm gonna do is go into the Sippin' Pretty palette from Ofra Cosmetics and use the black shade, and I'm gonna just start to go over this and kind of smoke it out even more using the black shade. And in the process, you may take off some of the liner, which is totally fine because we will go in and like fine tune everything up and darken it up anyway. But this is kind of like this is a process and a half here. This is what we are doing. We're just gonna build it up. Buttercup. And the brush I'm using to do so is the Morphe E19. And this is kind of getting smoky the way I want it to look. Really feathered out, honestly. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to do these steps, do everything that I'm doing to the other eye, and I will be right back, and I'm going to pop on some lashes, and we're going to continue with the face. Lordy Lord. Just the other day, I was in Miami. Got the Lolo on the bird, Lolo on the dunny. All right, so I have this new combination of priming, which I'm going to get more in depth with in another video, but I have been using these two products, obviously my OG fave, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and Quench from Tarte. So I'm going to take this and focus this on this portion of my nose, like the whole entire nose, and whatever's left over, I'm just taking onto my forehead, and I will explain why in another video. But at first, I thought that this Quench primer was just kind of like a hoax. I was like, I don't notice a difference, but bitch, I notice a difference now that I'm using this combo. So I'm just gonna take my Photo Finish Primer and apply this primer on the rest of my face. So that'll be including the cheeks area, my chin, and my lips, all that shiznit. And whatever's left over, I always just drag down my neck. Now, you guys are gonna be shook at what product I'm gonna be using for foundation. I know, I can't believe it either. You're gonna be shook. Would you guys hate me if I gave Too Faced another chance on my channel? I mean, I don't necessarily agree with some of the brand's like policies and some of the things that they have said. And some of the things just in general, like their morals, I don't agree with. But I saw this product and really, really, really wanted to try it. Especially because I think I saw Lustrelux, aka Katie, use this, and I think it looked bomb on her. If it wasn't her, maybe it was Desi. It was one of them. I can't really remember, but this is the multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is super coverage. So I want to try it out as a foundation. Now I got the color Sand. It may be a little bit too deep for my complexion, but I do self-tan, so I think I should be okay as long as I blend it down my neck. So what I'm gonna do is, since this is advertising to be super duper full coverage, I'm just going to apply some and quickly blend that out with a beauty blender. And I'm using MAC Fix Plus on my blender because I ran out of my primer water. Otherwise, I totally would be using my primer water right now. Not to do like a little shameless plug there, but... And then let's just blend it out and see what happens. Actually, I feel like this is a great color. I'm always like, I don't know what it is, you guys. Like, I'm not really like the most confident person in the world. And whenever I pick out like a shade, a different shade range, or like a foundation I'm not used to, I'm always like... I don't know, like I second guess myself, but I'm not that bad at shade matching. Like, not even to like toot my own horn, but like beep beep, you know what I'm saying? Let me get that toot toot, let me get that beep beep. What is this on my face? Oh God, I think I have a lot of black eyeliner on my face right here. And start to blend. So far, this feels really, really nice. I hate to admit it. This actually is a really good color, and the coverage is pretty bomb. It definitely didn't cover up that scab I have on my face, so I'm gonna go over that a second time and see if it does. If not, it could just be a texture thing, like maybe the scab in general doesn't want to have... Oh no, see, there you go. I was able to pretty much cover it up. Well, for the most part, that's pretty covered up, I would say. Now, I really don't know anything about this. You can use it to contour, conceal, highlight, retouch. You can use it all over the face, multi-usage. Like, I don't know anything about it. I don't know the finish. I don't know a damn thing about it. So I will let you guys know how I feel about this foundation. I do like the applicator. Anything where I don't have to, like, touch my foundation, I'm a fan of. Oh yeah, boy, rev that engine outside. What are you compensating for? All right, let's see. Now, there hasn't been any really new concealers out, but I will say the concealer that I've been using the most lately that I've been loving is the Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, not tape, Shape Tape. The other guy, the Amazonian Clay. I'm just going to apply. This is a really creamy concealer. I feel like this concealer could be a really good combination with the Born This Way multi-purpose thingy majiggy, just because I don't know the finish, and I know that this is a really creamy eye product, so at least it'll keep my under eyes nice and creamy. And I'm gonna also conceal this little dot here. And then let's contour as well. Same concealer, just using the deep shade. And again, I'm gonna reiterate what I said in the last couple of videos of mine. When I contour, especially when I cream contour, I've been placing it a little bit higher than where it should be. Like, for example, almost right on my cheekbone, like so. Like, my contour should really be right here, but it's right there. And the reason I do that is because when I blend it out, I find that it's a lot easier because it doesn't get muddy, it doesn't get like kind of lost or whatever. So if you are having a problem with your cream contour or just contours in general, try blending and doing it a little bit higher and always blending down. I have found that this has made such a huge difference with my routine. And then I'm just going to blend all of this in, and we will be right back with our setting powder. Okay, so everything is blended out, and I'm going to, and for the most part, this doesn't feel too mattifying, this thing. I don't even know what to call it. Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Well, I use it as foundation. So I'm going to go in with the new Milk Makeup Translucent Light. Now, this does come in 3 shades, light, medium, and deep, I believe. And this is a Blur Plus Set Matte Loose Powder. Ooh, and it comes with a cute little sponge up top. I'm not going to use the sponge, but it definitely is a more practical sponge than like the puffs. I hate those freaking puffs. Anytime there's any new loose setting powders out, I'm super stoked to try them. And this has like a sponge that you could just dunk your brush into. And I'm using my Morphe E48 for this. And I'm going to take my beauty blender, blend out any creasing, that may have formed. And I'm going to go right in with this brush and kind of pat it into the skin. Now I'm using the shade Light because personally, I really, really like a bright under eye. I don't know about you guys, or, you know, obviously you can use a medium. I can get away with using the medium. I just personally like using a bright under eye. And then what I do is I take this powder and kind of put it on top of where we are going to initially add more powder. So we're going to go in and obviously add a powder contour. You don't want to do that while your face is still wet and not set. So I am just kind of setting my entire face like so. I'm going to get my forehead as well. And I'm just going to go right in again with the Beauty Blender, blend out any creasing, and go right on in with the powder. Now for me, I used to really love baking, but I don't really do that much anymore. Like I kind of just press it into the skin and let it find its course that way. But if you love to bake, please continue to do so. Ooh, okay. This loose powder actually feels really good right off the bat. It doesn't feel too drying, which I'm all about these days because my skin is like a cactus ever since I moved. So now I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and kind of take whatever translucent powder is left on my face and kind of just transfer it all over, blending everything in. Okay, so far so good with the powder. The Born This Way foundation looks really nice. Or whatever this is, the multi-use. That's annoying. So now I'm going to go into contour, and I am using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic. I haven't received any new contouring products or like have seen any new contouring products that I've been like, I need to get that, or I need to try it. So I'm just going to use my same old trusty Marc Jacobs bronzer. And again, you guys, like I'm starting to contour way up here and then eventually bring it down. And doing the same thing over here. Okay, so for highlighter, I have the new Laura Mercier translucent, wait, what's the technical name of it? Okay, translucent loose setting powder in Glow. So I'm slightly confused on how to use this because when I got it in the mail, it was kind of saying you could brush it all over. I don't know, like, if it's truly a highlighter, I don't know if you should be brushing it all over. I do have a little bit of a cream highlighter base on right now from Milk. So what I'm going to do is just take my Morphe M510. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to just use this to highlight. Oh, okay, so it does have, like, a yellowy glow to it, rather. Can you guys see that? Let me do the other cheek. I always feel like it comes out better on the other cheek. I do have like 2 little bumps, so don't pay no mind to that. So it has kind of like a yellowy glow to it. That's really pretty, actually. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be, I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was going to be. But this is pretty so far. This is definitely more of like a light highlighter. That's why I have the cream powder underneath it. You know what I mean? Or, I'm sorry, the cream highlighter underneath it. But with the combination, it does look very, very, very pretty. Yes. Hunty. All right, so let's smoke out the lower lash line, shall we? Let's get it grooving, moving, and doing over here. So I'm going to pick back up the Armed and Gorgina palette, and I'm going to take my Morphe brush, and I'm going to take the Sage, and I'm going to take the shade Secure, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash, like so. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Smooth Criminal and kind of focus that more on the outer parts of the eye. Build up that intensity. And then I'm taking the shade Prowl, and I'm going to, again, build that on the outer part of the eye. Whenever you're working with a really dark shade, you always want to try to fluff it out in the outer corner first and then bring it in because you don't want to get raccoon eyes. And then I'm going to go into the Sipping Pretty palette from Kylie, and I'm going to take a smaller Morphe brush. This is the M416. I'm going to take that black shade, and I'm going to kind of use this as a liner for the lower lash and just go very, very, very close to the lash line. Like so, and then doing the same thing over here. And then I'm going to take this brush that we were using to pack the other colors, the E36, and I'm just going to blend all of it together. There's no additional product on it. And then what I want to do is kind of like take Maybe I should take some of the gold shade and put that on the inner tear ducts and just kind of plop it on like so. Oh, hell yeah, that's really pretty. And then I'm going to take the new NARS Climax mascara, which I have been using lately since I got it for the past like 3-4 days. And I am really, really liking it so far. I think it's a really, really easy mascara, a very pretty looking mascara, not too clumpy. And then all we have left is our lip, ladies and gents. So let's find a lip color. I have this Jeffree Star one from his summer collection, but I've really been wanting to use it. I don't know if it'll go with this look, but let's try it. It's a little too coral for this look, but I definitely want to use this sometime soon. I'm going to go in with Boy Bye from Ofra Cosmetics. This is a really pretty shade. And I always like to overdraw my lips. And then I'm going to add a dash of Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin in the center to kind of brighten it up. Or actually, I'll just apply it all over because it's actually a really pretty combo. All right, let's finish with some Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Just a little. Just a little. All right, you guys, now that my hair is drenched from the Urban Decay. So for the most part, I did like everything I tried. The only thing I have to say is like the brow pencil from Morphe, a little bit confusing with the color shade names, but it's not a big deal once you figure it out. And I'm trying to think what else. I mean, the Armandin Gorgeous palette was pretty easy to use. Again, you do have to go over the matte shades a couple of times, but that is with all of the palettes. So be prepared for that if you do get those palettes. The Born This Way, guys, I'm actually pretty shook at the way it looks. I think it looks really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, I'll let you know how I like some of this stuff later on. Like, I'm gonna continue using the Milk Makeup translucent powder, but so far I have been really liking everything I'm trying first impressions wise. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, turn on my little bell notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.